trying to get in, but I can't.
Rebecca, could you take the roll?
Yes, I'll look at the photos.
Yeah,
I don't have
that's
everybody.
what I was going to do
Okay.
too. That's what I was going to do too.
All right. Matt Hall,
Here.
Rebecca, here. Claire. I'm just looking at photos, guys. Sorry.
Yeah.
Lauren. All
Here.
right, Lauren. Thank you. Beiling,
Here.
Yvette,
Here.
Jerry.
Me
Here.
here?
Yes, you.
Okay.
Jerry and his palm tree. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. Who am I missing? Sorry, it's the first one. That's
Like
it, right?
Raphael.
Oh,
Raphael.
Raphael. Yes. Sorry, there you are.
Here.
Is he still on?
Yeah, he's here.
Oh, there you are,
Yeah.
yeah, Raphael. All right. Is that it?
It is.
All right. And we're waiting for Yvette, who's trying to get in.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you for that. And as we wait for Yvette and for Anne-Marie Adams, we can get underway. This is a meeting to discuss the status of Anne-Marie Adams as Region 1 Regional Coordinator. We've given her, we reached out to her several times this week and never heard back from her, so are a little unsure if she's going to join us. But we do have clean and clear indications that she would on this date. There's emails changes indicating as much. So we're going to operate under the idea that she will be joining us. But if she doesn't join us by 9:30 or when after the public comment is over, the board would still go into executive session with some other invited guests and have a discussion. So with that in mind, does anyone at this moment want to say anything publicly? Any SPJ member who would like to address the board on this issue? Before we even start that, just a show of hands on how many people would like to say something publicly, so I know how many people we have to expect. If there's a lot, I might limit public conversation to a couple minutes. And if not, maybe you get 3 minutes if you need it. Does anyone want to say anything publicly? Okay, seeing none, I guess. Did someone say anything? If we don't hear anything, then I think what we would do is wait
Matt,
until 9:30. And Mike, if you want to say something, you're more than welcome, but you're invited.
I just wanted to, as
closed
my
session.
understanding was I would be invited into the executive session. So I just wanted to clarify that so I didn't miss my chance.
Yeah, just for the record then, my request to join us in closed session would be Mark Balin, our attorney, Bob Becker, our parliamentarian, Mike Savino, a member of the Connecticut chapter, and Anne-Marie Adams when and if she joins us. So
And my
seeing
title is, I don't know if it matters for the minutes, I'm past president, so.
Yeah.
Of the chapter, yep.
Thank you for specifying. So with that in mind, then we will sit tight until 9:30 and hope that she joins us. And just so as a reminder, so that we don't have any recorded conversations, if you just want to mute yourself if you're having a conversation offline, that would be great.
Matt,
Yes.
I have a question. Should we send her a text just to show that we're making that extra effort?
I think we can, and I think we have reached out to her multiple
Today?
times yesterday and today. John, can you send her a final text and let her know that we will be starting at 9:30?
Yes.
And expect her to join us?
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you,
I can
Rebecca.
do that.
Sure.
Any other questions from the public or the board?
Matt,
Lauren?
just from a process standpoint, because I know I reached out and asked you about this, but just so the members who are on the Zoom meeting know, if there's going to be any vote or any action after the closed session, we will be sharing on Twitter when we're going back into open session, correct? So people can rejoin the meeting if they're interested.
Yeah, I was gonna make that announcement before we went in, but yeah, the idea is we have everyone on the call's email. So what we will do is 5 minutes before we return to public session, we will let people know via email and via tweet on the SPJ account so that there are multiple ways that people can know to return to the call.
We're not planning to tweet since we have everybody's information here and they have to register
Fair enough.
anyway to attend. So if that's okay, we'll just email everyone and
That's fine if we have, yeah, rather than cover our bases, we have everyone's email as stated. So that is the way to
Hi,
to
guys.
check and return to the meeting. Hi, Yvette. Just for your benefit, everyone is here except for Anne Marie Adams. There was no public comment, but we're gonna text her one more time and give her until 9:30 to join us.
So she didn't make the call. Wow.
No,
Okay.
as I said earlier, the expectation was that she would. There were clean and clear indications from her that this date was acceptable. And we've reached out to her multiple times this week. So we're gonna try again this morning.
Okay.
Bailing had her hand up.
Bailing.
Thank you. Yeah, I was just wondering if there is no other business, if we may take a 5-minute recess so those of us who desperately need coffee can go make some.
Yeah, why don't you make it 10? Why don't we just not start until 9:30 either way? And so we'll resume at 9:25 and wait in silence or otherwise until 9:30. And we'll see if she joins us.
Wait,
Thank you, Bailey.
before everyone goes, just I hate to be that person. I know we're texting Anne Marie, but I'm wondering, should we also email and call just so that we show that we reached out to her in multiple ways? Because some people don't look at their phone, but they may hear it, and some
Yeah.
That's
people
true.
may.
Yeah,
you
we've
know
been
what I
calling.
mean?
We've been
Yeah,
calling her this
just-
week.
yeah, just so everyone understands, and I will do that, but we emailed and called yesterday. We emailed and called this morning, and I just texted and we'll email and we'll call again. And at some point we have to just realize we can't get in touch, but we'll try it one more time.
Yeah, I realize that, and I'm sure you've done your due diligence, Sean, but I just want to make sure, like, for minutes and for legal purposes, that we can check all the boxes that we've
Correct.
done it multiple times, including today. So that, in case something flies in our face, we can say we did it repeatedly, including day of meeting. So I'm just trying to making sure we have our due diligence. That's
Yeah,
all.
no, that makes sense. We will. Any other questions before we take a brief break?
No, I just wanted to say real quick, Jerry, great suggestion on Old Points. I've also, she follows me on Twitter, so I sent her a private tweet. And on LinkedIn, she's connected to me there too. So I sent her a LinkedIn. So I've covered those areas too. But great suggestions. Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca, and thanks again, Jerry. Okay, with that, we'll take a 10-minute recess for those who want to go get a coffee or tea.
I'll use that time to try to figure out my video here and hopefully be able to join you like a normal human being.
benefit. Can you just give us just a quick nutshell of that? We should consult tax professionals on this, but just give us sort of a hint of what I would be looking at. Yeah, so the current emergency response center.
Okay, it's 12:25. If everyone could turn their microphones and, or at least their video back on so we know that you're here, we can get underway again. John, was there any update from Anne Marie? Any success with reaching her?
No, I didn't get a response to any of my inquiry or my messages.
Okay. Then we'll sit for a few more minutes. In the meantime, John, can you make sure that you have the names and emails of everyone on the call so that they are ensured that they'll get notification when the meeting in executive session ends?
Yep, assuming that everyone registered with theirs for the Zoom link with the right email address, I have that as a spreadsheet that I can easily use to contact people.
Ooh.
The other thing you might consider attendees is if you want to make sure you do not miss it, you can log back into the meeting and you'll just be in the waiting room until we're done, and we'll admit you at that point. So you can just have it on your screen or in your computer in the background if you want to make sure you don't miss, but otherwise just keep checking your email. Close to between 2:30 and 3, I would imagine, would be about the time.
And I see, for the benefit of Mark Scarp, who just joined us. Mark, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Matt.
Okay. Yeah, just to let you know, we're waiting on Anne Marie Adams to join us. And despite multiple efforts to reach her, an indication she would attend, our plan is to go into executive session at the bottom of the hour at 9:30 or 12:30, depending on your post proclivity. And check your emails if you'd like to rejoin us when that meeting ends. We'll be sending out email notifications to let people know to join us back in open session.
Very well, thank you.
You're welcome. And Happy New Year to you.
You as well. And while we're waiting, I don't know if this is appropriate, but I'm David Andelman. I'm the past president of both the Overseas Press Club and the Silurians, and a very eager SPJ member as well, not on the board, sadly. Can you all hear me? Yes, no, okay. Anyway, you're all invited to a book party that the Overseas Press Club is holding this next Friday. It's for my new book, which I'm very proud of. And it's going to be fun. Deb Amos of National Public Radio is my interlocutor. And you can either just go to the Overseas Press Club website, or if you send me an email at david@aredline.red, I'll send you a personal invitation. You can click on it, and there we are. And a good time should be had by all. So I just wanted to, I hope I'm not being too forward about this, but or breaking protocol or what have you. But I'm very excited about the book and this wonderful event OPC have decided to do for me. So it'll be the first big party of the year.
Thank you, David, and good luck to you.
Thank you. Now,
David, can you share your, this is Rebecca, can you share your email address in the chat, please? And yeah, congratulations on your book.
Thank you. Yeah, it's very exciting. Okay, chat, yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
and it is,
congratulations on that too.
and it is the bottom of the hour. So before I entertain a motion to go into executive session, let me explain a little bit of why we're going into executive session. The board has had multiple meetings to discuss an issue involving the regional coordinator for Region 1 and the Connecticut chapter. Back in November, we released this following statement after a board meeting. The Society of Professional Journalists is committed to journalism advocacy and journalists advocating for journalism and each other while preserving members' rights to free speech and due process. The National SPJ Board is aware of an issue involving the Connecticut chapter and the regional coordinator for Region 1. The board had a long discussion about it on Saturday, November 21st. We will resolve this issue with expediency and in accordance with SPJ bylaws and board policy. A subsequent meeting scheduled for December was postponed at Anne Marie's request, rescheduled for today, when I again notified per our bylaws regional leaders in Region 1 and let them know that the board would be having a closed session discussion about the Region 1 regional coordinator's duties with Anne Marie Adams and a rep from the Connecticut chapter, and that we are notifying chapter reps in Region 1 in accordance with Article 8, Section 4 of the SPJ bylaws. And so with that, I would invite a motion to go into executive session for reasons so stated, and to join us would be Attorney Mark Balin, Parliamentarian Bob Becker, former chapter President Mike Davino, and of course, if you were to join us, Anne Marie Adams, the Region 1 regional coordinator.
So moved.
Second. And including John Schertzer.
And thank you. And the Executive Director, John Schertzer, as well. Okay, so motion by Yvette, second by Lauren. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed or abstention? Okay, with that, we will go into executive session. And again, we will email everyone on this call to join us when we return. Thank you. So that's Jack, David. You guys could X out. We'll talk to you anon. Okay. Can we stop the recording? Okay, the board is out of executive session after a lengthy discussion in executive session, and I will now entertain a motion on.
Mr. President, I would like to move to declare the position of Region 1 Coordinator vacant, effective immediately, and solicit applicants to be considered on January 16th.
Do I have a second?
I second it.
Thank you, Rebecca. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. Any abstentions or votes against? Seeing none, that motion carries unanimously. And I just, if people could mute, I'm getting a lot of background noise. I'll just share a few comments, starting with the fact that we'll be sending out a statement shortly today. Region 1 SPJers should get it first, and then it'll go to the entire membership. And it'll basically say that after a months-long process of careful and confidential review, we took the action that we did today in accordance with our bylaws. We gave the Region 1 coordinator, Dr. Anne Marie Adams, every opportunity to address issues raised in Region 1, and ultimately she did not appear today. But the decision was made looking at all of the information in front of us. And so on January 16th, when the board has its next meeting, we will consider any appeal first. That would be an executive session. We would also look at any applicants for the position. And we look forward to getting some good applicants and continuing to work with both the members in Region 1 and with all SPJ members to make this and journalism a stronger society. So with that, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion from Lauren, second from Yvette Davila Richards. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye. Any opposed or abstentions? Seeing none, let's call the vote. All those in favor? Oh.
Aye.
You
Aye.
mean goodbye?
I will vote for
All
that
those-
as many times as you ask me to.
This has been a long day. I'm gonna go get
Have a
breakfast.
happy new year, everyone.
Happy New Year to all. and
Happy
let's
New
get-
Year, blessed New Year to all.
Let's get to work. Thanks, you
Thank
guys.
you, everyone.
Bye now.
Happy New Year. Bye, everyone.